Hello everyone and welcome to a new modern video. We're playing Lantern Control. This deck completed a challenge. I played this deck recently on the channel and it was a blast. It is an interesting deck where you can play Mox Opal, although as you can see in this list, this doesn't play for Mox Opal as we could have imagined. Lantern Control isn't really a deck that uses that much mana. There's only one copy of it. We are gonna go do Metacraft. Not that hard. It's not going to be that hard to turn this on, but this deck, as you can see, the mana curve is like 28 1-drop, and very few cards that are actually expensive. There's 4 Urza Saga that of course can pick it up, but you just want to lock your opponent out with Lantern plus Codex Shredder. Discard in their hand. You have 3 copies of Pithing Needle, which you can turn off fetches and so on and so forth. Although the key card of the deck will always be the Ensnaring Bridge. That's why you play the Profane Tutor, because you really want to get the Ensnaring Bridge down and yeah, just lock your opponent out of the game. We have a copy of Emrakul in the sideboard. This is usually anti-mill card. We have 3 copies of the Mythic Massacre. This is for Boros Energy. Ashuk is for Amulet. A very 3-3-3 type of sideboard. You can easily pinpoint where you want these cards in. So it's not going to be, I guess, too hard to sideboard, but we'll see. This hand isn't good. It really isn't. It has the best card of our deck in this Ensnaring Bridge. It can get online very early. I'm not gonna Surveil on turn 1. It is bad if I draw a land, but I feel like I still don't know which. So there isn't a Surveil land, so I really can't Surveil. I really feel like we didn't have, yeah, I didn't know exactly what to grab there. Okay, Scalding Tarn on the other side. Extirpate, normally not a great card, but in this deck where you can just mill your opponent cards and etc., it does take more, it has more relevancy than normal. Okay, opponent has Elegant Parlor, but the Scalding Tarn isn't Boros, so this could be Storm. Ral, okay. So this really was not a good hand here, huh? Let's go ahead and Assassin's Trophy this Ral. Let's go Forest. Could be extirpating this Ral. I don't think you have that many other uses of extirpate. I mean, it is good against. Oh, this is also really bad. This is also really bad. Okay, let's play it. And I think I'm just gonna extirpate the Rallying draw step. Hoping to get lucky that my opponent just has a hand with a lot of these. But basically, my starting hand was just kind of a gamble. Like, what are we playing against? If we play against an aggro deck, ooh, opponent put a set emote. They have another Rally in their hand. Okay, well, I also put a set emote because your hand's not bad. Your hand is quite good, actually. But we did get a 1-for-1 on Extirpate, kind of like a Discard spell. It's not the worst. Let me just, yeah, play Brand's Resolve. But thankfully, they're not really finding much. Okay, I can just cycle my Metamorphose, or they can just pass the turn. The problem is that I really don't have a plan at the moment. I need to assemble my combo. My opponent, like, of course, if Lantern Control, it's given time, like if the opponent doesn't do anything, and kind of stumbling, and you assemble your lock, it's going to be very good. Kevin, thank you for the 3rd month. All right, let's go steerings. Looking for... Ooh, these are not good. I actually don't want to play Ensnaring Bridge here. I don't want to play Ensnaring Bridge because I'm actually planning now on winning with the Zerza Saga. If opponent stumbles a few more turns, I can even make a construct with this. Oh no, it says non-token, never mind. Of course, as soon as my opponent draws like a wish, I'm probably dead. Maybe I'm still dead to this grape shot if they find like enough rituals. Leoli-san, hello. Yeah, this morning I couldn't stream, but I made it up with this afternoon stream. Okay, they're going off. I can gain 3 life. Ooh, it splice a desperate ritual. This is a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of damage. Because they can go Grape Shot. They have Grape Shot passing flames. So I can go Grape Shot now from hand. And then Past in Flames all the spells back at me. But if they get unlucky with Vren's Resolve and Manamorphose, I don't think that's 19. Let's see. And again, I can gain 3 life. Like if I was playing a normal deck with pressure, you know, it's turn 4. Would have been a different game. But we'll see, we'll see. Despite not having anything, opponent went off. Hey, they choose Past in Flames without casting Grape Shot. Storm count, I believe you can read it on stream. It's 5. Okay. So now they have 3 draws. If they break on these 3 draws, we're in a good shape. They kind of went all in on these 3 draws. Okay. I can cast. The fact that they're casting Ritual from the graveyard makes me think that they have it. I guess what they can do is cast Grape Shot from hand, flashback Past in Flames, cast Grape Shot. I think the food makes a huge deal, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, they don't find much. Pretty random order. Playing Ritual and then playing Vren's Resolve. I don't know. You definitely wanted to play Artist Talent before playing the Rituals. So they have 4 mana, so they can go Artist Talent, Ritual. But without a Reducer, without a Rad or Ruby Medallion, these Rituals are bad. Like, these cards are not good. 2 mana to get 3, it's unplayable. When you turn them from 1 to 3, that's what's good. It's very boring to play against Storm. You have nothing to say, nothing to do. So I understand if you just want to skip over this, waiting to see what they do. Definitely a mechanic they shouldn't have brought back, Storm. Not a big fan of MH3 for many reasons. One of them is they decided to push Storm. You just have to sit here waiting. Not that Atlantic Control is a very fun deck or anything like that, but you know, it's also like a super fringe deck where Storm is a tier 1. Anyway. Desperate Ritual, okay. They discard Striker Rich. They have 3 mana. Desperate Ritual. This is the last one. So they go up to 4. They discard a land. Storm count says 13. So his grip should be 14. If they played Grape Shot first, I think would have been a good idea. I don't know. Anyway, the level of Storm, I'll just sign it to 2 and then what? Cast Grape Shot. Alright. Okay. So my opponent has played the last card in their hand. No, sorry, they still have 1 card. They have Artist Talent on 2. They have Past in Flames in the graveyard. And they're shooting me for a lot of damage. I'm gonna discard this bridge. You have think I would see me play Lantern? I made a video with Lantern Control. You can watch it on my YouTube channel. Okay. I go to 6. Now, end of turn. This one could become a cookbook. Do I want it? I definitely want to discard this Ensnaring Bridge. I could make the Mikasin Gardens become a cookbook, but I can also maybe I need the mana, so I'm not gonna crack the food. I can just crack them next turn. Or maybe no, I do want to crack the food. Because next turn I might want to crack a new food. Yeah. Yeah, let's crack this food now. The opponent can just grape shot me now, and they need like an 11 storm. Alright. Just land go. I have the clock here with the Urza Saga now, which can get a... Do I have any Graveyard Hate? Grafdigger's Cage. Grafdigger's Cage works great against Past in Flames. Anyway, they have 2 lands here. They can cast. They play one of them. They have 2 cards in hand. They can cast Striker Reach from the graveyard to draw in this card. They have Artist Talent as a discounter, but they already burned 4 rituals. We can gain 3 life if we want to. Let's see. Right now they are ramping mana. They chose not to loot. That means the card in hand is good. Choose to loot now. Bren's Resolve. Let's see what I grab. Artist Talent land. Perfect. So they still don't have it. They still don't have it. They could be casting all these spells. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably over. Opponent needs to get very unlucky to break here. They need to get very, very unlucky to break here. But I'll be waiting. Okay, I'm gonna actually F6. I can gain 3 life, but there's really no rush. Oh, they drew Wish. Okay. Wish now should be lethal. Because they're able to just grape shot me twice very easily. Alright. Okay, now sideboarding. We're gonna have Soulless Jailer and Ashiox. Ensnaring Bridge and Cookbooks are bad. Pithing Needle is not great, but you can name the backside of Okay. We have Mox Opal, which is going to be turned on turn 2. I think this sounds fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for more Revolt, Lantern of Insight. On turn 2, I can cast Pithy Needle, play Opal, and then I can play Inquisition. But I'm excited by the new set. Well, I definitely want to play the new Ugin in Tron. That's definitely what people want to see. Alright. Playing draws Ral. We have Pithy Needle for the back of it. It's still like not great because that means also you can name artist talent as well. Huh. They're both good option to name. Ooh, thank you, Canister, for the raid. Welcome, guys. We are playing a deck that I guess Canister has played a lot. So opponent has Rallying End and has Artist Talent on top. I'll be able to actually do the thing next turn with Pieces of Pandemonium. That's pretty cool. I play the Physis. I do like the Swamp though. Hello, Farouk. Actually, I'm not gonna play Physis. I'm gonna go Pithing Needle. Opponent's gonna fetch. So the Artisan Talent will be shuffled. And then I can name the backside of Ral. Hello? Get a fetch first. Don't remember the name. I think the front side is called Monsoon Mage. So I just named the back side, which is called what? Is it Color Storms? Oh, I think it's Storm Conduit. All right, better check it, I guess. Ral, in paper you can just say a card in your hand, the back side. Here you have to say Leyline Prodigy, apparently. Then I can go Mopal. Okay, again, your top card is good, but you already have Ral. I think I'm just gonna go Inquisition. I'll give you the Ruby Medallion. Yeah. Okay, your hand is not great. You do have Past in Flames, but your hand is not very good. I'm just taking the Prismatic Ending. Pretty easy Prismatic Ending there. Okay. I'm gonna leave them with all the mana in the world, and I will just prison out the card draw here. Is what I'm gonna do. With my Lantern Lock. Get Assassin's Trophy, this Ruby Medallion too. But again, I'm just gonna leave you with yeah, this is something I want to prison. Although I really want to draw this Mycosynth Gardens, because Mycosynth Gardens can just copy Physis, and then I have double prison element. So I kind of don't want to exile this. Another way I can shuffle this, because obviously this is a good card, I can Assassin's Trophy this, which will mean that you will shuffle this. Okay, that's the same card. Do I want to draw Mycosynth Gardens? It's an important question. So you have Paretic Ritual in your hand. I'm gonna write it down so that I don't miss what's in your hand. It's maybe a mistake. It's maybe a mistake. I think I want to exile it. Trophies of May? Sure, but they got a land anyway, so they did shuffle their deck. I'm gonna exile it. Okay. Land is nice. Just play this and pass. And now you get in the spot where your opponent can use the fetch land to shuffle, but, you know, it's kind of a one-shot way to shuffle your deck. Okay, they get another ritual on top with Survey Land, and they have another land. Perfect. So they are... Okay, Reckless Impulse, that's a card we exile with our Pieces of Pandemonium. I'm gonna hold this upkeep stop. This talent. It's okay. Let me cast the Steerings. Opal has been amazing this game. Okay, not great. I'll get a Saga. Now, do I want to... I think I do want to exile this card. Maybe I should have waited the upkeep, though. That's okay. Alright, that one's fine. I don't mind. I can even extirpate it. If opponent likes it, we'll see. They probably don't like it, though. Yeah, exactly. Because, yeah. Okay, they have another land on top. And they have another Ral on top. Which I don't care about. Ral is named. It's just a... Okay, this one is not a card I will exile. All right, so I know I still know your hand fully. I'm just gonna, I think, upkeep exile the top cards of both players. I don't like a census trophy here. This Ral is kept in check by Needle, and you even have a second one. Okay, sure, I'll draw top land. Circle goes up, top land go. Your top deck is bad. You can Past in Flames for Prismatic Ending, at which point I have my Extirpate. Ooh, Prismatic Ending is here as well. Nice. That means I'm gonna let him draw it, and then in draw step, Extirpate this ending, which will also exile this one. In the meanwhile, I'm beating down with Saga. But I probably forgot about it. Ooh, sure. Sure. They won the flip. Okay, so I think I don't even need. Do we need this Extirpate? Sorry, because I might just no. Ooh, what are you doing? Ritual? Oh, you wanna? Oh, you concede. Okay, sure. I was going to win this game, no matter what. There. Yeah, Cyber is all bad, so let's submit. Okay, game 3. I got a very good end. All right. I'll start checking up your hand. Artist talent, it's a very good one. You have Flage, very well. My one of Extirpate will come in handy. Oh, Jonathan Lolo. Yeah, I got afternoon stream today. I wasn't able to stream this morning. And I'm gonna go away for a lot of days because of the Flesh and Blood Pro Tour soon. So I wanted to get some streaming hours in. Okay. I think I'm gonna go Swamp Thoughtseize. There was a time where Storm was playing Veil of Summer. I guess now the Thoughtseize deck are really not that popular anymore. Okay, I'll take Ending. And now, I think I don't need to play any of these. I'll just go Steerings. These cards are bad. I don't want any of these. I think Pithing Needle, but I really don't want any of these. You want an afternoon stream once a week? We could. It's just that, I don't know. I like to stream in the morning. What else do you do in the morning? Hey, they're maybe moving. No, they just drew Reckless Impulse. Okay, it's a nice draw too. Ooh, Ashiok. All right. Hmm. It's really not that good. Oh, these cards are not good. Thankfully, my opponent also doesn't have that much going on. I could just be going Ashiok when it fetches a response, and then I just mill them and pass without doing anything. I could be casting this Pithy Needle in the dark. I think I'm just casting Ashiok and milling you. It's not a good play, but maybe you forget to fetch. No, okay, makes sense. You wanna exercise in the morning? Yeah, but then what do you do? When do you test? I know I need to test for all of my competitive games that I play. Exercise my mind. Our opponent is casting the cards for free. I mean, Aship does sub fetches. It's not like unplayable in that regard. You like creativity modern? Great. Great, great. Okay. Opponent's burning their cards, but like again, as I said before, casting these cards without a mana reducer, it's not good. It's really not good. I guess I can cast Flage and deal 3 damage to Ashiok. No, because Valakut Awakening. Maybe that Flage is gonna be gone. I'll hold it here, but it's likely going to be gone. Alright, end the turn with... I mean, I don't know if it's end the turn, but usually. With a Ral, okay. Ral. Okay, I'm gonna go Saga. I'm going to play Needle on the backside of Ral, which now I know the name. It's Leyline Prodigy. Ral, Leyline Prodigy. Then I play Codex Shredder. And I'm not going to activate Ashiok because they may still have Flage. And I don't know. Maybe I should have exiled their graveyard. Not sure. It's likely that I don't have Flage anymore. Late night stream? Yeah, I guess for you it might be late night. For me, it's 4:30 p.m. Pretty good time for some land control. Okay, that was the flip. Again, maybe I shouldn't have respected this Flage, and these 4 cards would have been exiled. It would have been better. Although, if they play Past in Flames and I still extirpate those Monomorphos, it's not that bad. We'll see. La 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 la. Tommy is sending me the thumbnail and info for the Mengucci workshop video that's coming up today. Ooh, Desperate Ritual. Okay. What you up to? Maybe they want to cast Flage. They could be casting it, I guess. They need 7 mana, 3 of which white. Yeah, they kept in Flage, alright. And they have exact mana to escape this, except to have this extirpate. But Ral is going to die, unfortunately. Yeah, I should have used the Ral here. Huh. If I use the Ashiok, I meant it would have died to Flage, but now I have to burn this extirpate just to make sure that this Flage doesn't come back. It is what it is. Let's exile this Monomorphose. Unfortunately, you don't have a window to Okay, they have Urban Medallion, Gems, and Caverns. I don't have a window to exile the Flage. Alright, Ral kills the Ashiok. Although now I do have Urza Saga. Okay, Thoughts is a really bad draw. Yeah. Just passing back to you. The Saga will be able to get me Cage, which will stop the Flage. I have to hope my opponent doesn't put 2 cards in the graveyard for free. Well, that's a good start. I really wish you didn't draw that. Alright. Let's see you flip there. Land Reckless Impulse. Okay, that's not enough, thankfully. Oh, that's not true. They can play Reckless Impulse and flip a Ritual, and then it's going to be enough. Man, that's so lucky. Alright. Don't flip Ritual. Don't flip Ritual. Ah, you... Oh, yeah, you did. You did. And also the Mountain. Ah. Actually, I may just die here to Past in Flames. But I can just go a Ritual Plage now. Oh, it's so unfortunate, really. So unfortunate. They were able to reanimate Flage through my Ashiok and Execute. If I did Ashiok them, there wasn't this problem though. I would have probably won this game. I don't know. It's the second time though that opponent reanimates something the turn before Saga gets the cage. If only Saga gets one turn earlier. Anyway, but I can bring back Flage, shoot me. I do have, I guess, some Saga constructs that are reasonably large. We'll see. Game is not over yet. Going great either, but we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, they're debating the Past in Flames or Flage. Actually, if they go for Flage, I can just go Saga 2/5/5s, get Cage down, open attacks with Flage. Actually, I just like double block and trade, and then they can't bring back the Flage because I have Cage down. So I can see being able to beat Flage, and then my win con will be my opponent clock. They have 5 minutes. A Ral Ultimate will not work because I have Pithy Needle. So if the plan to win by Past in Flames, okay, then just go for Flage here instead. Alright, so they have Past in Flames for next turn, but they don't have anything left. They have a Cavern in hand, I know that. And attack is gonna make it 3/3. So I'll make it 3/3. I don't need to fetch. There's no Surveillance in this deck. I don't even need to mill. I guess I could mill. It's free. But also I might mill the cage, so I don't want to do that. Oh, nice. I definitely needed one to mill. Alright. Ooh, now I'm gonna have a... So I'm gonna put cage down so that all the future Flage and Past in Flames will be stopped. Then I can go Lantern. Now I have 2/6/6. Yeah, I think I'm winning this game now. I can even attack, maybe. What are you guys thinking about attacking here? How do they... Yeah. I mean, I know they're drawing Ruby Medallion, and they have a bad card in hand. I think I should attack here. There's a Saga. Such powerful. Taking the best card out of your deck and making 2/6/6 just with a land drop. So I know they have another Ruby Medallion and they have it in hand. So they really don't have anything going on. I think we got this. But a Reanimated Flage, I thought it was a big deal, but it's not really. It wasn't really a big deal. Despite no bridge in my deck anymore. Urza Saga outclasses the Flage. And they can't cast anything from the graveyard because I have the cage. Alright. Round number 2 on the play. Yeah, this sounds nice. When taking 2 damage to Inquisition my opponent. Let's see what they're up to. Ooh, scales. Okay. Yay. With Therapy Needle in our deck. I think I'm taking the Ozolith, the Shutter Spire. Well, I guess I can take that next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ozolith. Then next turn, I can take the Shutter Spire. You like this bridge art? It is nice. Serpate, okay. I'll go Saga. I'll go Thoughtseize. I'll take the Ozolith, the Shutter Spire. And play the Cookbook. The Saga will get Pithy Needle in 2 turns. I think I'm gonna put Bridge down as well. We'll see though. My opponent could kill me with Walking Ballista, so maybe I should just name Walking Ballista actually. They go Automaton Welding Jar. Ooh, Lantern of Insight is nice. Huh. I'll go Bridge. Ooh, Boseiju as well. That's another good one to name with Needle. Here what I can do is, let's see. If I just attack, I don't think I need to discard to make a food. Does Extirpate... Can this Extirpate do something else? Why is Godless Shrine in this deck? That's a good question. I don't have any idea. There was probably a mistake and I didn't even bother checking. So yeah, shouldn't be there. Aware Might as well. Yeah, that's another one that we may want to name. Yeah, I'll hold this Extirpate. It's like another way to shuffle. Once I got the Lantern of Insight going. Okay, they have Nexus. This is, course, a good one. I'm not gonna bother about the constructs, the bridge. Is it worth Vexipit to see what you name to a needle? Well, I already have 2 very good targets here, Walking Melissa and Ravager. I can also just get because they have Urza Saga there. Ooh, I can Thoughtseize away the Walking Ballista, so I can just name Hayward Might. Huh? That's probably better. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So, 1 second though. 1 second. Can I die to Ravager Nexus? Probably not. What do they do with Saga? They get the Ozolith down? This is very hard. I can needle literally anything here. Is my opponent... Does every Scales player play Hayward Might? You guys know that. My opponent actually does have 1 Hayward Might in their last trophy list. So it is common. They also have exactly 1 Ozolith. So I think... I guess like Zabaz. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Pithy Needle and Hayward Might here. If they didn't have Hayward Might in the deck, then I would have named maybe a Ravager. Go Lantern of Insight. Let's see what you got on top of your deck. Zabaz. Okay. Then I can go Thoughtseize, take Walking Ballista, and then I can just tap the Cookbook. This card is Extirpate. and all of a sudden you don't have a way to deal with me, I think. They can, of course, drop a Zeju. Is this Lantern deck satisfying to play? Winning is satisfying. So far, so good. Okay, so my opponent draws the Baz. Don't want to discard his Extirpate yet. Like, if opponent turns on Nexus, then sure I do. But if they don't, then I may need to keep this Extirpate to extirpate all the Walking Ballistas. Let's see. They can also main deck Pithing Needle, name my cookbook. But that's okay, I guess. Don't forget about Agatha Soul Cauldron being able to exile Ballista. That's nice. Yeah. We still don't have a lock. We don't have a piece that mills. We only have Lantern. Okay, they have Pithing Needle. Huh. Let's see what they name. They name Lantern of Insight. Sure. Ideally, you never have to activate this one. They have another Zabaz. So they have Zabaz in hand and a Ravager. I'll write the cards down. I think we have locked our opponent in this game one. Yeah, the opponent just goes to combat and just take it one. I don't care. Draw Swamp. And just, yeah. And just play Swamp and pass. Yeah. Go. Okay. I think I'm happy to take one more damage from the Ravager. Of course, again, if opponent activates Nexus, then I'm just gonna extirpate so they can't attack. But if they don't do that, then I'd rather them to just draw that Edge Maze, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know why there's a Godless Shrine. I just net decked the list that top 8 of the challenge. I didn't quite thought about it. Maybe they had some cyber card that was cut, but I forgot to change the mana base. That's probably what it was. Yeah, the original. Yeah, it's about Gadoktig in the sideboard. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, my opponent goes to begin combat. Yeah, once again, I will let them attack me for one. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Sure. I'll just F6 here. Is the meta better now? Sure. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, nobody really was playing Breach anyway, so it was just it was the best deck. Everyone knew that. People just got bored of it and stopped playing it for the last month. At least on Magic Online. All right. I think now it's time for me to cast my cards here. I can discard the steerings to the cookbook and cast this extirpate on the walking ballista. I just wanted my opponent to draw an edge maze, you know, instead of a Boseiju. Their legend ruling something on the Zabaz, sure. Basically now, every creature that attacks is going to be lethal because of this. So I think what I have to do is actually going to do this. So let's go extirpate on walking ballista. It does mean that you shuffle this bad card. And then I have to discard this good card, but unfortunately I don't have mana to cast it. Ta-ta-ta. Actually, let's see what they have to name. I'll take a screenshot. So they're splashing blue as well. Interesting. Okay. And I tap this cookbook. My opponent top deck is a nice one. Ancient Steerings. Hmm. Oh, there's no Haywire Might. That's true. There's no Haywire Might. They changed the list since last time. A lot, actually. Yeah. One consigned main deck. Wow. Alright. Well, they can't attack with anything. I could be cracking this food. I guess I will. I draw a bad card here. I think your hand is... I know your top card of... I know the top card of your deck. Sorry, I know your hand is the Survey Land. So I'm just passing. You have a Ravager on top. That's a bad one. So you have Hedge Maze and Steerings. You cast Steerings. Let's see what you reveal. Yeah, it's only Boseiju, I think, that can get out of the lock. I guess Thief of Existence as well. And this one can't be needled. Alright, I think the opponent didn't find anything. Just got a Hungerback Walker and another Ravager on top. Alright. So we will have time here. I guess they can just mill this. They will mill this and get another land. Nice. So I can discard his Inquisition, gain 3 life. And F6, draw the Lantern. Should I play it or should I discard it to draw? I think I'll play it. They have a needle on it. I don't think I care about 3 life. Okay, they have another land on top of the deck. Nice. They can just play this Hungerback, whatever. I'll play my top land, unfortunately. But then I can use the Fomori Revolt to dig deeper to find one of my combo pieces. Although first, I'll just make a land drop. Opponent gets the Asbergo Entertainment. Return up to 1 target historic card from your graveyard to your hand. Then exile all graveyards. Interesting. I think I have to play land because I just need to make sure this Arcbound Ravager can't attack. Yeah, no, I know their deck. I've seen their deck. They have also Thief of Existence and Boseiju as their out. So this Asbergo Encampment that they have in their hand Can return an historic permanent. But I don't think there's many historic permanent in their graveyard that gets them out. Anyway, let's fetch because I don't want the Thoughtseize. There's no Surveillance in this deck. This one can return a creature, so it's not good. Tap and draw. Okay, now what I can do is for more Revolt. This is the reason to play the Lantern, by the way, is for more Revolt. So I can now discard this land, go get the top, look at the top 5. All right, I find Codex Trader or Phases of Pandemonium. I think Phases is better. This way, I can play around the Asbergo Entertainment if I find Abazeju. Because it exiles it. So the Asbergo Entertainment does not return it. I think now they are under the lock. They have very few out, and as soon as they see it, we can shuffle it. Now Steerings will just get me extra pieces. Mikasin Gardens, I guess, is an extra piece. Sure, that's another piece. I'll let you draw the Mystering Forest. And then Mikasin Gardens can copy Thesis. Oh, Thief of Existence, there it is. This is the card they wanted to draw. So, of course, we're going to exile this pretty safely. Yeah. We copy the Thesis. Actually, don't even want to do this now. I draw Codex Strider first. The game is locked. They are now... Yeah, I don't think there's that many outs now. So we're gonna just tap this, exile both of our deck, both of our top card. Put a may need to fetch to keep this in their deck. I don't know. But yeah, now there's really no more way, I think. I'm even gonna just aggro mill just to end the game earlier. Does my deck win? You don't need to win, that's the thing. They lose. There's a very good document about this, actually. It's made by... what's the name again? I think it was called... oh, shit. I'm sure you guys know it. There's a very good document about Lantern Control and how the inventor of the deck, Ristic Studies, thank you. Ristic Studies made a YouTube video about this. And the inventor of this deck kind of realized that you don't need to win. You don't need to win in Magic. They eventually just cannot get out of the lock, and you just I guess milled them, but they just concede because they have no out. Like it's impossible that they get out of the lock. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is the link. Very very good video. I'm not gonna open it on stream because I don't know if you can put a YouTube video out, but yeah, it's in the chat. There was a time where I just watched like I don't know no stop Ristic Studies video for like I basically just watched all the ones he made in the past I don't know many months. All right, so we're playing against Scales. We have Cursed Totem. I don't think I care about Mythic Massacre. This one obviously has text. I mean, all these cards have text, but I think my opponent is playing creatures, so yeah, the quality is so high. Pity Needle is good. All my cards are good here. Cage is probably the only bad one. And I guess I can take a Thoughtseize out. Take a Bathroom Break as well. Actually, I can't really. 1 minute 30. I'll submit. I guess I'll take Bathroom Break between rounds. All right. That's a keep. It's not a great hand, but I have Cursed Totem. Hmm. I could playing a Saga on turn one. It's a pretty risky play, but if I'm putting like I don't know, Nitrous claims this or whatever, that means they don't do it on my Cursed Totem. Actually, I didn't. Did you guys see what I revealed first? I did it too quickly. Did you guys see what was on top of my deck on turn one? Anyway, my opponent deck. I mean, okay. So I also found the Thesis Pandemonium. So Inkmoth Nexus. All right. Thank you guys. Ballista on 0. Okay. So my opponent has the Soul Cadre and Ballista already. That's good. I'm just gonna go Curse Totem on turn 2. Especially when your top deck is just bad. I don't care about it. And it's another Profane Tutor. Not great. Um, I can either go Curse Totem or I can go Profane Tutor. Profane Tutor will get me the bridge eventually. It's just that with my hand, bridge is gonna take a long time before the bridge is online. And this Zabaz, I guess this Zabaz can be very, very big. So I'm just gonna go Curse Totem. I don't think you can see the reveal card in the logs, no. Hit a Ravager. Ravager, of course, bad. Because we have Curse Totem. A card from Mirage, reprinted in MH2. Okay, just attack and pass. Alright, so my Urza Saga will go get something. Now, we have a screenshot of our opponent deck game 1. They clearly have Boseiju. They don't have main deck Aware Might, but I'm going to assume they have Cyborg Aware Might, although now I have Cursed Totem for it. So I think I'm just... I think I'm just needling the Urza Saga. So my opponent doesn't beat me down with large constructs. Now what I can do is suspend Profane Tutor, play another Urza Saga, and play Thesis of Pandemonium. You can draw a Ravager, there's nothing with Cursed Totem in play. But I cannot make a construct. I will Boseiju. Yeah, I will name Boseiju later with the second needle. We play 3 needle. Our sagas will only get me needles in this game. Let's see what they have with Urza Saga. They can, of course, have Pithy Needle on Thesis of Pandemonium. It is what it is. Nico, you can stick out and watch. We have won so far 3 games, so I'm sure you'll find out how do we win with this deck. Thank you, Avidfish. Yeah, I usually stream in the European morning, so I don't get to be live at this hour, but all my videos get on the YouTube. My opponent got Zabaz instead with Saga, so they just want to attack me for 4 here. They want to get me down, although I have Profane Tutor in 2 turns, which will get me a bridge. At the same time that Saga go gets the Boseiju. On Magical Line, you also win with the clock. That's another very real win condition. The opponent usually tend to be a lot slower than you when you play Lantern Control, because your game actions are super easy, whereas your opponent actually has to figure out how to get out of the lock. Sure. What did you get? What did you get with the steerings? Patchwork. Okay. And yeah, Godless Shrine is a mistake. Is a mistake. It should have been cut from the deck. Yeah, if I didn't name Saga, I would have died for sure from the constructs. But I think LZTs were alright. Could be exiling the top of your deck with Feezes. I don't think I want to. I think your top of the deck is bad. You can have the Angerbeck Walker. I'll untap and draw. Okay. So I need to make sure that I empty my hand very quickly here. I could be making a construct too. A 5/5 to block Zabaz. But again, I don't think I'm dying. I don't think I'm dying at all. So I'm just gonna suspend this again. Play another Lantern of Insight. And pass. Oh, right. You can't make a construct. Alright, never mind. Well, of course, PC only stops your opponent card. It doesn't stop yours. Come on. No, no, no. It doesn't. It doesn't. Anyway, they have another bad card on top, so we will be just ignoring so far the Phases of Pandemonium. This Ancient Steerings isn't ideal, to be honest with you. I would love to just get a card that costs 1 that I can deploy so that I end up with 0 cards. Because I will I'll get the Profane Tutor, will give me the bridge. Yeah, we could be taking a cookbook to make sure we have no cards in end. It's possible. I know my opponent has in end Agatha Soul Cauldron, Ravager, and I think they just drew Angerbeck Walker. So I think I know my opponent full hand, and they don't have Boseiju. So I may just not worry about it. Also dying here. We'll see. I hope not. Opponent can deal me a bunch of damage. Ravager, of course, can't be used. There is a Cursed Totem. They can now tap this. They can deal me 9 damage here, down to 2. I think they only have 1 card in it, and it's the Soul Cauldron. Oh, right. You guys are right. I'm gonna not keep the steering because I shuffle in upkeep. Alright, I'm at 2 life. So this Godless Shrine will be tapped for sure. I'm not gonna exile the steerings. I don't care about it. I'll go get the bridge. And then we'll see what to grab with Saga. This game was very important to go turn 1 Saga. I can put a stop in upkeep, yeah. I'll get the bridge. There's a Lantern of Insight. I think that's fine. I'll just draw it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll get the... I'll get the thing that makes me discard. The cookbook. So I'll play bridge. Also Mox Sopa maybe would have been better. Anyway, tap land. And pass. You draw Nexus. And pass. Is this deck good again? Always has been. You just need to be patient. Okay, I'll go discard. No, I think Mox Opal was technically the best. But I guess that's not true. Gaining life is nice. Yeah, no. Gaining life is nice. Now, Profane Tutor, cast. Huh. What do we lose to now? I think I'll just get more Pieces of Pandemonium, really. It's like the only way I can lose to. I just get Saga goes off, gets Pithy Needle, but I don't even need it anymore. Just draw. I don't even care about this bridge. Make a construct. Sorry, make a construct. Make a mana. Get Needle. The name's Boseiju. Boseiju who endures. I'll play Thesis. I'll discard bridge. Do they have Boseiju in end? No, they have Agatha Soul Cauldron in end. There's no, once again, there's no way they can get out of the lock. We have way too many pieces. Alright, they have explosives on top. We will be exiling it with Pieces of Pandemonium, which is much better than milling it because they have Aspergo Entertainment. But this one exiles, which is a big deal. Yep. And once again, on a magical line, you really just always get ahead in time because you're like once you get to the spot, it's super fast. Like you just make basically no plays, whereas your opponent has to think of how to get out the lock. Hardened scales. I mean, I think we just can't lose, so I'm not even gonna bother milling them. Abstergo. Okay, sorry. Didn't know the name. Yeah, the lock is unbeatable. It's just when they want to concede. Hey, they're doing something. They are returning Urza Saga. Uh, okay. Maybe they have a relevant piece. Or maybe it's this pithy needle that they wanted to get, but we're gonna exile it. It misclicks on magical line. It's possible. Yeah, may have a Aware Might. Aware Might cannot be activated because of a Cursed Totem. Yeah, Cursed Totem is very good against them. I'll leave them with the Nexus. I'll get Ancient Steerings. Um, I got a Lantern down. Not a Cursed Totem. I can just discard it and pass. They can Pithy Needle the Thesis, I guess. So maybe I should have maybe got a way to find alright, I got Aware Might, but of course can't be used. They have Explosives on top, which will be exiled. It's your list, Teddy? Nice. Yeah. You recognize your list by the Godless Shrine, I guess? Good job interfacing the challenge. Alright, where just exile the explosives there. Yeah, you can draw that. I'll just discard his extirpate. Gain 3 life. F6. Don't need to cast any more spell, you just gain 3 life a turn. Another explosives. Just exile it. Right? And now it's either... I guess I'll play this land, yeah. We need a Codex Shredder because we have more cards? Sure, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Eventually, I guess I'll use a Codex Shredder. I think I'm just gonna just exile everything now. I don't think uh okay, it's Mikosin Gardens. Can copy more stuff. Walking Ballista. Sure. You understand how spells endure? Yeah. Just exiling. Mikosin Gardens. Copy this. Draw. Steerings. Sure. Doesn't matter. I got a tap land and pass. Yeah, you swap the white card. Yeah. I've been told. You were playing Godok Teague before. Your opponent has all the lethal walking ballistas. End of turn. I exile 3 cards. Draw. So I'll suspend this Profane Tutor. Do I have any more Shredders? Ooh, Nitrous Claim. What did they draw? I didn't even notice. They drew Ancient Steerings? Ooh, that was my bad. I should have definitely milled this. I wasn't paying attention. Ooh, they got Boseiju. Good thing it's named by the needle. Of course, this shouldn't happen, you know? I should be a little bit more careful, but I don't think it matters much. Right, this Codex Shredder, I'll actually draw it. I was planning on, getting it with a tutor anyway. I'll mill you. Then I'll mill 3. Draw. Ooh, will I want Assassin's Trophy? Nah. We'll mill. Yeah, like Forest. I think I'm not gonna tutor anything. I'll just choose not to cast my Demonic Tutor. Pretty normal gameplay situation. I'll mill you. I'll mill. Ooh, tip of existence. Okay, upkeep. Actually, I don't mind. I can draw this. Discard. Gain 3 life. F6. Ta-da! Quick Shredder. Exile. I guess you did find out how does this deck win. Ooh. People don't value their time. Yeah. It's okay. At least they're not like, they could also disconnect for 4 minutes now. Instead, they just played out. All right. That was a cool win. Let's go. Who are we locking down this time? I think this hand is a mulligan. This is a keep. They play Kahira, so Pitino is gonna be good against control. Assassin's Trophy may be my bottom here. Yeah. Huh. I guess this opponent, yeah, I mean, they're usually playing, yeah, anyway, let's take Trophy. And I'm just going for Inquisition of Kozilek. Maybe not, actually. Maybe I should go Lantern of Insight first to get more information. Swamp, Lantern of Insight. Counterspell, Thoughtseize. Okay. Kind of matching the two. So I'm gonna write down what they have. Counterspell Planes. Really need the pen and paper to play this deck. Ooh, Codex Shredder is nice. Maybe I should have fetched on turn 1. Maybe my bad. Yeah, probably my bad, actually. Let's see what I got. Should have fetched, I think. What do we name? Yeah, we'll see. Planes in hand, and then they'll have Wrath of the Sky. Wrath of the Sky is definitely a card I need to take down. Leyline Binding as well. Sheesh. This is gonna be a tough matchup, my friend. Very, very tough matchup. Alright, let's take Ending for now. And then I think I'll go Land. Land Go? I need to Thoughtseize the Wrath of the Skies? I don't wanna... Do I need a Codex Shredder? Maybe I don't, actually, need a Codex Shredder. Huh? Maybe I don't need a Codex Shredder. Did I keep the one-lander with Tune the Narrative? Anyway, yeah, they're kind of on a screw. I'll just pass here. I think a way I can play this game is by making them unable to get lands. Like, I go now, draw a card, Codex Shredder, play it. I mill your card. Okay. So now you can't cast anything. I'm just gonna write down what you got. So you have Wrath of the Skies, and you'll draw a Sea Spell. So I will just ignore the discard spells. And I'm just gonna go Ancient Steerings. I want to find more mill effects. Okay, I can find Mycosynth Gardens, which is another mill effect. I'll play it. Okay, nice, a Codex Shredder. I can play Pithing Needle. Maybe I shouldn't play Pithing Needle because you can draw Fetch Land. I'm gonna name Flooded Strand. It's gonna be very unlikely that you get to Teferi down. So you draw a counter spell. So you have Wrath of the Skies, counter spell. On top there's a Tune the Narrative. Okay. Hyundai narrative, I think I want to mill it. It's kind of the same as letting you have it though. No, then you have control. Okay. This one definitely has to be milled. Okay, Narcid, you can keep it. I'm not gonna use Totsis because I just copy another Codex Shredder. Daniel, hello. Orim's Chant, sure. Amigos in Gardens, copy Codex Shredder. Draw. You go to discard. So I know you have Narset. I'm just writing down everything you have. I'll play the Opal. I don't need to play Thoughtseize. You can draw the Orim's Chant. When am I leaving for London? Wednesday. Yeah. So sometimes you prison out the spells. Sometimes you prison out the lands. Force of Negation. I think I have so many ways of milling. Now I'm just gonna aggressively mill you. Even though maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. But it's pretty hard for you to get out of the lock. But maybe I shouldn't. I should just be patient and made you draw the Force of Negation there. Because now you can actually have a streak of 3 good cards. Alright, good thing you don't. You're another Narset. I'm not gonna write down the cards anymore. Oh yeah, I think I'll mill you. This may be wrong, but no, it's okay. Maybe wrong to mill, but I think my opponent is just actually dead, so I just wanna take it slower. Oops. Flood Strand, I guess you can have it. There's a pithy needle on it. Yeah, I mean, you guys don't like Lanta control. He's just, yeah. I mean, it's if you want to keep on playing, I guess it's your choice. But this game is obviously very over. Flood Strand can be used. We got the needle. There's another Flood Strand on top. I'm just gonna mill them regardless, though. Well, I'm not. I'm playing all against all these opponents who choose not to concede. Like, you say it's miserable to play against, but this is over. You just concede. It's like you get paired against, I don't know, Storm, and they win. Anyway, the clock is, of course, a thing. So yeah, I can cast the Profane Tutor. Sure, I'll pass. I guess I can get more information about your deck, and I can Assassin's Trophy your land to see if you have more lands in your deck. Okay. Second island. Because Assassin's Trophy says basic land. It's not like Boseiju. Okay. You're another Flooded Strand. Mill. 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 Untap. Mill. Okay. I guess I can play Ancient Steerings. I got another mill. Alright, they choose to concede. It was the fourth meal piece that did it. Okay, now playing against control. Is there bridge is bad? Cookbook is maybe I can leave in one. I guess I'll bring Ashiok, even though it really doesn't do much. Cage is bad. Okay. This is nice. Let's go. Keep bottom shredder. And let's go. Land Thoughtseize. One of our 8 discard spell. Wouldn't left the card on top though, so they have a good card on top of their deck. Days Undoing Teferi. Definitely don't care about Orim's Chant, even though it counters my Profane Tutor. I think I'll take Teferi. We do have the needles for it, but I think it's the card I want to take. Normally, that's such a bad play. I guess they want to play Days Undoing, maybe. They just want to empty their hand, the casting Days Undoing. Alright, I'll go Profane Tutor. Wait, you can't suspend it? I thought I could. Alright. I thought it's not casting anything. Alright, they don't go Days Undoing. Okay. Draw. You think it's bugged? Is it? You think so? Let's go Ancient Steerings. What an F6. I can go Lantern of Insight, Codex Shredder. Lotus Strand will stay there. This game, I'm gonna give them lands. Do I want to mill myself here? No. Tutor is not bad. I'm casting Ashiok here. It stops this fetch land. But it has to fetch first, and then I can decide what to do. A player who can cast a spell can... Okay, so it's according to the rules. That's how it went. Okay, thank you. Force of Negation, I think it's fine. I don't care about Force of Negation. I just write it down, though. Ashiok. Yeah, it's okay. Nebaya, thank you for the 44th month. Welcome, welcome. Okay, this fetch land cannot be used. So I'm really not using this Codex Shredder now, but... Yeah, I guess they have hold of this from Giants eventually, so I need to stop them from getting the 7th land. I guess I can mill myself. It's not great, Lantern of Insight. Maybe it's just better to copy Codex Shredder here. I just pass. Ashiok just chills. I don't need to mill my opponent. They draw Scalding Tarn, which they can't use. They have Days Undoing, Force of Negation, and a mystery card. And the mystery card is Otawara. Sure. Do I want you to mill this Scalding Tarn? No? I mean, sure, there's a lot worse you can draw than a Scalding Tarn. Like Wrath of Disguise, for example. That one will be. Yeah, Trophy somewhat kills the hull, but yeah. And okay, Solitude. Solitude is a card you can attack me with. Do I want to... Hmm. The word 3 is definitely a big thing. This is not... Anyway, Profane Tutor. I do have one Ensnaring Bridge in my deck. Opponent has Days Undoing Force of Negation in end. I draw. What should I do here? Maybe I should just play Ashiok here. This way, all the fetch lands are just... Like, you shuffle first, and then all the fetch lands are just dead draw. Oh, you got Force of Negation. Okay. Oh, you're right. You're right. Assassin's Trophy does play around the hole. Okay, I'll leave you with Solitude because you can activate and then a trophy. You're right. Do I want to leave you with Solitude? Let's see. Maybe you fetch. It's a creature you can attack me with. I have one Ensnaring Bridge in my deck. Maybe I should have left more than one. Could have cut the Grafdigger's Cage. I didn't realize. Okay, I put in fetches though. They have Lauren revealed on top. I think that's better to mill it. And the next card is Stony Silence. Well, Stony Silence is a good card. I will mill it because my opponent goes Stony Silence. These Undoing, it's bad. But the next card is Heferone. Heferone is your next card. I think I have to shuffle it. Opponent will be able to Days Undoing. I do have Profane Tutor next turn. I think I have to shuffle. Yeah, those are like 3 good cards in a row. And I think I have to make you shuffle now. Go. So I have a Lantern on top of my deck. If you draw a land here, you can attack me with a Hall. But then we have a Sunset Trophy. I also have Profane Tutor coming down. So even if you draw a good card off of... You drew Prismatic Ending. Alright, that was not that bad. And you probably cast Days Undoing now. Yeah, you definitely should. Okay, so we have... Oh, no, you get back Kahera. Wow. Okay. Alright. So I shuffle my deck. Lantern Insight is in my hand. I can just get Pieces of Pandemonium here. I think it's the best card I got available to me. And draw. Pithing Needle. Ooh, nice. Alright, let me go Lantern. Tune the narrative. I want to mill it. Mystic Gate. That's okay. I can now needle the Hall of the Storm Giants. Play Pieces of Pandemonium and pass. Okay. I don't want to tap this Feces though because this is the only bridge I got. I think position for this Undoing was better. This card is kind of scary. You changed my streaming schedule? Not only today. Oh wow, opponent cast this Undoing. Alright. And I see their hand too. It's not a good one. I know they kind of got unlucky here. I mean, I guess they have Tulin revealed. They drew Orim's Chant, which they're gonna cast. Sure. I guess I do want to draw the Thoughts easier. So I'll draw it. After this cage is bad, we can now exile it both with Thesis. And then you have Narset. I will mill. Do I want to mill the Narset? Yeah. Yeah. Spell snare. Okay. Again, I cannot suspend Profane Tutor. That's in the rules of the game. So I just go top lane go. Maybe it was not really. No, I had to take the. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I should have just gotten a discard spell when I resolved the Profane Tutor. Or put a Teferi on top. See what happens. They have spells near too. They cast Lunar Revealed. They find these three cards. Mm-hmm. Play Teferi. That's true. Kyra is shuffled, yes. They bounce Codex Shredder, that's a land. Okay. When I suspend Tutor, I can't. My opponent played Orim's Chant. If the Orim's Chant, the rules say that you cannot suspend Profane Tutor. We have learned that. Now they go to discard. I know they have Snare, and I know they have Windswept Teeth. Should I discarded it? So I think I know. Man, I should know your whole end, but actually don't have all written down. So maybe I missed something. I only know these 5 plus Nair that I've written down. Anyway, you have a bad card on top, so I'm not gonna shuffle that. I guess I will see your hand now with the Thoughtseize. Hey, they go Force Speech counter spell. Sure, that's good. I'll keep on seeing your cards. I'll take that Lure Revealed. They have 4 Speech spells in there. Okay, I guess. You really want to cast the Lure Revealed? Makes sense. What next? I can either suspend or I can play Ashiok. I don't think Ashiok does anything really, so I'd rather just suspend. Oh, I guess suspending sucks. There's the fairy down. I can also just copy whatever they exile. Yeah, I think I lost this game when I didn't discard that Days Undoing. I have to play faster. I'm under clock pressure here. Castler revealed probably. Okay, they draw Consign and Narset. Consigned Narset. Okay, so I know they have Consign in end. They play the Narset, of course. And they got Breath of the Skies. Heh. That's gonna be very bad news. Also, yeah, I should probably consider this. Let me exile both of the top. Need to draw like a Thoughtseize. Okay, I found it. So I can now Thoughtseize the Wrath of the Skies. Right. Gaia Reach Sanitarium also is very good. I believe it's very good. So I want to try and exile it with my Ashiok. Opponent just has these 4 in it. Of course, you can find even better than Gaia Reach Sanitarium, but I think that's just like a very good combo. Ferone on top of your deck. Shit. How about I leave you with Ferone? No, right? No, I can't win if I leave you with Teferone. I guess I should have. I made a mistake. I should have copied the lantern first. Yeah, I made a mistake here. Big mistake. Should have copied with lanterns first and then shuffle. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, you found another Teferone. I mean, let's go game three. Let's go game three. Okay, okay, okay. Ah, should have thought since that days undoing. My bad for not doing it. Take Cage out. Let's bring in the second bridge in. Do I want the cookbook? I probably just prefer the third bridge. All right, on the play for game three. Nice end. Keep. Let's go Bayou Inquisition. Mm-hmm. Right, you can go Steerings. See what I find. All right, not that many choices. Play Saga, and I'll play Needle. Needle could just name a Planeswalker, or I could name this Windswept Teeth. Windswept Teeth is just guaranteed card advantage, so I'll just do that. Or rather, guarantee 1 for 1. Good thing I don't have Windswept Teeth in my deck. I draw a slot of Strand. Alright, just let go. Make construct, hope to dodge Wrath of Disguise, win with beat down. This is going to be the plan of this game. Of course, if I find like Teferi now, it's like a bit annoying. Oh, they leave the card on top. Okay, and draw it. Okay, to play planes. Wrath of Disguise. Okay, yeah, that was a good draw. Yep. They didn't need to X1, but I guess they don't have much else to do with their lands. And tosses away the counter spell. Yeah. They get back Kahira. Codex Shredder. Um. hmm. Do I want to play? Sorry, do I want to mill myself? I think so, because the ability of return target card from your graveyard is irrelevant. Okay, that's a very good one. Suspend Profane Tutor in 2 turns, I guess. Why are we not playing Ahira? Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe we should. We should. Opponent draws Ancestor Recall. Sort of. And again, I'll mill myself. Ooh, that's a very good draw. Okay, consigned to memory. Sure. Another hand is 6 cards, but I only know Breeding Pool. So I think this is not gonna go well. Again, I could have won game 2 if I discarded that Days Undoing. Yeah, I honestly have some regrets. I think could have been in a good spot here. Are we getting Saga? Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Prismatic Ending on the bridge. Sure. What are we getting with Profane Tutor? Yeah, I mean, Urza Saga could be a good idea. Yellow Hat. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. As we go over the second hour of this league, only at the third match. Worms Chant. Alright. I guess I will not play this Profane Tutor. Late afternoon stream? Yeah, we got a special afternoon stream. I wanted to play Land Control. Okay, Mikos and Gardens can copy the Shredder. Shredder! Oh no, our bridge was exiled, never mind. What does Codex Shredder get me back? Not that much. A Saga, I guess. When drawing 3 with all their cards. How many bridge do I have left in my deck? Actually, I left in 3, so there's 1 in exile and 2 in the deck. Yeah, I think though I want to get back Urza Saga here with this. So I'm gonna copy the Shredder, mill myself, get back Urza Saga and play it. Winsnare and Bridge. I can also do that, but I put a Shocked here. It makes me think they have a counter spell. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's return Urza Saga and play Saga. That's my plan in this game. Game 3 against Control. I think they have Counterspell. They can also have March and, everything and I lose. But at this point, I don't have that many great options anyway. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to 6 life with the Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's a terrible draw. Shiok, or you know what I want to see. I can make a construct. I still don't have mana to play Ashiok. I don't want to block with a construct, so I'll just get hit by the Kahira. They have 4 cards. It needs to be like 4 lands, really. I mean, there can be like more counter spells, more consigned to memory spells near. Ending on my Codex Shredder. Uh, is there a way I can... This land becomes a copy of target non-token artifact you control. Can't get back to a land, right? Yep, that's gone. Okay, I'll go to 5. I have to hope you don't have like Solitude or, much to do with my two constructs. Off a turn. It's an ancient steering, not bad. What's happening? Is this a dress down? With a Kahira? Sorry, it's a Solitude. Okay. Again, 2 life. Looking at the bright side over here. Still not dead if you have 3 lands in and my construct can be a 4/4 and then it's bigger than your... I guess it needs to be a 5/5 to be bigger than your Solitude. But yes, I can take an attack. Anyway, we have lots of Codex Shredder. I think I'm just getting the Lantern. And then I have to hope the... Oh, boy, you have Tiferun on top. Huh. I can mill that with Ashiok. I think I'm just gonna hope that my Steerings finds... it's just unlikely that resolves. Hmm. Yeah, I think first... I guess... I play Ashik though, these are 7 damage. Yeah, I just have to hope my opponent doesn't have anything. I just go this for the mill piece. Everything has to resolve. Yeah, this is not good. I still have a dream though. I still have a dream. I can just block here, and then this one can find me. I still have one Ensnaring Bridge in my deck. Okay, so Ashok mills you, and I pass. Stony Silence on top of your deck. 1 second. What's happening? Otawara. We officially dead? We are. Rip. Rip Eroni. Alright. About 2 hours of gameplay. I think it's enough for Lantern Control. If you watched this video on YouTube, I hope you were entertained. Thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe.